Alrighty, I'm gonna do part 2. I took a big nap earlier today and I'm probably not gonna sleep, so whatever. Alrighty. Plus I monitored my other video and it seemed like it's fine, so I'm just gonna proceed. Maiko says, "Hey there." Tsubasa says, "Miss Maiko, you're so mean. Why didn't you tell me about the production company before?" Maiko says, "Oh, relax. I didn't want to overload you guys. Too much information at once can be a bad thing. Anyway, I just booked a lesson for you, Tsubasa." Tsubasa says, "A lesson?" Maiko says, "That's right. Dancing and voice training. I've decided we're going to debut you as an idol. I think we're gonna go with a pure and innocent image for you." Tsubasa says, "What? This is all so sudden." Toma says, "Better get used to it, Tsubasa. This is exactly how Miss Maiko likes to run this place." Itsuki says, "What about the Mirage attacks?" Maiko says, "Unfortunately, we have no idea when the next attack might be, so in the meantime, let's start your training." Maiko says, "Trust me, you'll make a great idol. Tsubasa, my radar is never wrong about someone's star potential." Tsubasa says, Maiko says, "You know, if you work as an idol for Fortuna, it'd probably be a lot easier for you to meet with Kiria." Tsubasa says, "Where do I sign?" Toma says, "That was quick." Itsuki says, "Sure was." Maiko says, "By the way, you'll be going through singing and dancing training too, Itsuki." Itsuki says, "Huh? Me?" Maiko says, "Yes, you. Training as a performer will help your abilities as a Mirage Master as well, so it's worth your time." Itsuki says, "What exactly does that mean?" Maiko says, "Your power as a Mirage Master is dependent on your abilities as a performer." Tsubasa says, "What do you mean, as a performer?" Maiko says, "Some of the easiest records of the performing arts come from dance as a part of religious rituals." She says, "The idea was to call the power of the gods into the performer, an invocation of spirits, if you like." Itsuki says, "Call upon the power of spirits, kinda like a Mirage Master's power." Maiko says, "There's a dance in No Theater called Kimiryoshi, where the performer calls upon a god. It's a little like that. Musical ability, acting, artistry, honing these skills also increases your power of spiritual invocation." Toma says, "Basically, if you're good performers, you'll be strong masters." Maiko says, "I'm not running this agency as just an empty front, you know? In any case, I've already booked you two for training. Life is about overcoming challenges, you know?" She says, "Good luck on your first lesson." Itsuki says, Toma says, "Itsuki, Tsubasa, it's been nice knowing you. I'll make sure to say something real nice at your funeral." Tsubasa says, "Huh?" Itsuki says, "Why are you talking to us like you're sending to our Why are you talking to us like you're sending us to our death?" Maiko says, "You'll see when you get to the studio in Shibuya tomorrow. I've ordered the full course, so have fun." That'll be all for today. Dismissed. Oh my. Where to go? What to do? This is the map. Alright. So, looks like there's new locations. Let's check out Shibuya. The day of the lesson. Mama. Oh, we've received some text messages. Tsubasa says, ah! Itsuki says, what's wrong? Tsubasa says, what's wrong? Our first lesson is about to start. Maiko says, I see Tsubasa's nice and nervous. Maiko continues, the studio I'm having you two visit today is called the Uzume Lesson Studio. Maiko says, it should be right across the street from the train station. It has a really flashy sign, you can't miss it. Looks like you still have some time. Why don't you check out Shibuya while you're looking for the studio? Tsubasa, this is going to be your first step into the entertainment world. There will be good times and bad times, but just remember, it's all to help you become a star. See you! Anyway, apparently there are various stores in Shibuya. Mama, who would have thought? What is this madness? I guess we have received a message from Tiki. She says, hi, did I surprise you? Toma gave me your contact info. I'll use Topic to help you all out in a lot of ways. Good luck, everyone. You can do it. Okay. And then Shibuya shows all the stuff. It's just... okay, huh? Yeah, let's just pop in. Tsubasa says, are you our training instructor? The man says, shut up, I'm still doing my signature pose. Tsubasa says, signature pose? The man says, here it comes. In a world of terrible singing, only one man can make it sound good again. Barry Goodman has arrived. Tsubasa says, I'm Tsubasa. It'll be a pleasure to work with you. Barry says, okay, Tsubasa, you can call me Barry. Tsubasa says, okay, Barry. Wait, Barry Goodman? Itsuki says, someone you know? Tsubasa says, maybe. I remember a Barry Goodman was one of the guitarists at Kiria's live concert a few years back. Apparently, he was a guitarist for a famous rock band, and his solo albums sold millions. But that Barry Goodman was a lot more athletic looking than him, so it's probably a different person. Barry says, afraid not, Tsubasa. You're looking at him. Tsubasa says, how much weight did you put on? Kitsuki says, Tsubasa. Tsubasa says, I'm so sorry. Barry says, don't worry about it. This little lady's got a point. Barry Goodman's just a merry fat man now. That's all in the past. I guess referring to his previous guitarist life. Barry says, alright kid, you're up next. Name, please. Itsuki says, I'm Itsuki. Nice to meet you. Barry says, Maiko told me to give lessons to some rookies, and anyone who enters the studio starts out as a rookie. Itsuki says, I'll try my best. Barry says, good answer. I'm pretty in the zone today. Alright, we'll train 3 times faster and tougher than normal. Itsuki says, 3 times normal? Do we really have to? Barry says, what? You don't know? Today's the release date for a figure from the best anime ever, Jia with Iroha. And they've only got a couple limited editions that came with a special bonus. I gotta get there on time. Itsuki says, okay. Barry says, what? You got something to say? I'm not allowed to be a fanboy? Itsuki says, I didn't say anything. Barry says, if I can't buy the limited edition, my life is over. So I need you guys to cooperate and finish this quick. Itsuki says nothing. Barry says, if we don't make it out of here on time, Itsuki, I'll just make you get in line with me. Itsuki says, triple speed's fine by me. Barry says, Maiko asked me to give you the full boot camp. Honestly though, I'd say triple speed still isn't enough. Alright, you better prepare yourselves. Barry's lesson begins. Barry says, "No, how many times do I gotta tell you? I can't feel an ounce of your soul in your singing. If you're gonna howl and wail, get in the alley with the dogs." "Listen, Tsubasa, my training can help your voice, but you think you're gonna move anyone singing like that?" Tsubasa says no. Barry says, "'Cause that's what I'm hearing. Keep singing like that and there'll be no point putting you on a stage." "You're an entertainer now, Tsubasa, a professional. People will pay big money to see you perform. You need to understand what it means to be a professional. If you can't do that, quit now and get out of showbiz." Tsubasa says, "I can't do that. I need to find my sister. I have to." Barry says, "I don't give a damn about your reasons. All you're doing right now is singing for yourself. I can't feel any message you're trying to put into it." Tsubasa says, "For myself? Then how do I put a message within my song?" Barry says, "I can't just give you the answer. You gotta figure that out. You gotta feel it within you." Barry says, "And you, Itsuki, don't just brush this off as Tsubasa's problem. I'm talking to you too." I say, "Yes, sir." Barry says, "Alright, one more time." Tsubasa says, "Okay." Barry says, "Stop. This is a waste of time. I could have been doing something productive like watching anime. If you want me to teach you anything else, you better go study up on your Dia Witch Iroha." Iroha, I guess. I don't know. Tsubasa says, "Sorry, Itsuki. It's probably my fault Barry got mad and left." Itsuki says, "Don't worry about it. I'm sure I made a lot of mistakes too. You just ended up taking most of the criticism. Tsubasa says, "I guess it's tough being an idol. All this has got me thinking." And I say, "About working as an idol?" She says, "No, I was just remembering my sister. It's just hitting me hard, realizing what a tough world my sister was living in. All the training and work as an idol may have been really difficult, but she never even showed a hint of it. She was always so kind whenever she was back home, and she was so cool and brilliant whenever she was on TV. I'm probably just not cut out to be an idol like her." I say it's too early to give up. "We haven't even watched that anime Barry told us to study." Tsubasa says, Itsuki says, "Did I say something funny?" Tsubasa says, "I just imagined watching one of those magical girl shows with you. Kind of a weird mental image." Tsubasa continues, "But thanks for trying to cheer me up. I guess you really never change, huh? I'll give it some more thought on my own. I'll see you later." Itsuki says, "Oh." Kiria comes in and says, "Hey." Itsuki says, "Hello." Kiria says, "Yes." Itsuki says, "Thank you for rescuing us at Daitama." Kiria says, "Don't worry about it. But I just walked past your friend. Is she okay? She looked pretty depressed." Itsuki says, "We just had a lesson with Barry, and we ended up making him mad." Kiria says, "Well, getting mad is basically Barry's job. So, you got to stand there and listen to her sing, right? What did you think?" I say, "I was just trying to keep up. I couldn't listen much, but I don't see why he had to criticize her so hard." Kiria says, "I see. Hey, you two really want to be singers?" Itsuki says, "I don't know if I'd go that far myself, but I guess so." Kiria says, "Really? A singer has to use their song as their words." Itsuki says, "Huh?" Kyria says, as a singer, she is a newborn baby. Hasn't learned how to use her words, you know? But a baby still has emotions, that's why they cry. Still, have to express their feelings somehow. Itsuki says, I guess so. Kyria says, so she should have sung as though she was crying. Barry would never miss that message. Itsuki says, so you're saying I should get Tsubasa to cry before training? Kyria sighs, and she hands me something. It's apparently a ticket to her show. Kyria says, take these. I say, what's this? Kyria says, tickets to my concert. Itsuki says, concert? Kyria says, you should come watch it with her. It's up to her what she takes away from it, but I'm sure she'll get it. Itsuki says, huh? Kyria says, well, never mind. Yashiro Sugari's my co-star. He's a top-class artist. I'm sure his performing skills can inspire you to be a better master. Well, I have to get to practice. See ya. Anyways, we receive another topic from Tsubasa on our phone. Tsubasa says, sorry I left without you. And then she makes a sad emoji. She says, I was feeling a little down earlier, but I still plan on trying my best. Itsuki says, I've got a surprise for you. Tsubasa says, a surprise? Itsuki says, I actually got tickets direct from Kyria for her concert. Tsubasa says, are you serious right now? Itsuki says, super serious. Do you want to watch it with me? It's this joint concert thing called the SIB Live or something. Tsubasa says, SIB Live? The one at the 106? Itsuki says, that's the one. Tsubasa says, oh my god, I can't believe this. And then she makes a happy emoji. She says, so wait, if I hadn't gone home, I would have been able to get the ticket from Kyria herself? I'm so stupid, I shouldn't have left. Itsuki says, at least you get to go to the concert. Tsubasa says, but I totally missed out. Itsuki says, I'm glad you're back to normal. I'll give you your ticket on the day of the concert in front of the lesson studio. Tsubasa says, thank you. And we end our text message scene. And so, the day of the concert, ... I guess we just fast forward in time. I'm okay with that. We have received some more text messages. Toma says, by the way, Itsuki, you see the scroll bar on the far right of the topic screen? If you press the very bottom of it, you can skip ahead to the most recent messages. Wonders of modern technology, right? Just don't skip any of my messages, though, he says. Apparently, we don't have to reply back to that. So, looks like we are moving over to where that big crowd is, probably. The staff says the concert's about to start. Okay. Do I just push through all these people? This person says, I'm so excited for this. Okay. Maybe Tsubasa's here somewhere. Guess we'll just have to look for her. Oh, okay, we can cross the street there. We receive another topic from Toma. Toma says, man, SIB Live, I can't wait. So glad I begged for this ticket. Come on, hurry over to the stage. And then he sends me an emoji that says, here I go. You know, I'm by the stage. Where on earth? I mean, how would you even have to pay for a ticket to this? It doesn't look like you would need to. I love that Hee-Ho Mart with little Jack Frost over there. Heyo! I really wish there was subtitles for like the text that happens when you walk past places. Oh, okay, there's Tsubasa. She says, "Itsuki, the concert's about to start." I say then let's go. Itsuki says everyone's really excited. Tsubasa says it's a live concert featuring Kiria and Yashiro Suguri. Of course they're excited. Itsuki says, right, Kiria mentioned him. Is he that amazing? Toma says, a live concert this big. Yatsufusa Hatanaka's probably the only guy who could have set this up. Itsuki says, wow. Yatsufusa Hatanaka? Questioningly. The crowd is cheering. Tsubasa says it's about to start. My butchering of Japanese names is probably going to continue, so I apologize about that. Apologies. I didn't know that a song was going to happen right there, and I think it would make no sense to relay the lyrics to you. Anyways, Tsubasa says, Kiria is so amazing. She's so cool. Itsuki says, I can see why you were recommending her all the time. Tsubasa says, see? Just by singing, just by standing on stage, Kiria can give people energy. The crowd is chanting her name over and over again. Itsuki says, Tsubasa? Are you okay? Tsubasa says, I want my singing to give people that energy as well. I want to be able to shine on stage just like her. Itsuki says, Tsubasa. Tsubasa says, I've made up my mind, I'm gonna do it, Itsuki, so never mind all the stuff I said before. Itsuki says before. Tsubasa says, when I said I wasn't cut out to be an idol like my sister. Just watch, I'm gonna be an idol no matter what it takes. I may not be as good as Kiria, but I promise I'll sing so I can give people energy and make my fans happy. I'll just say, I know you can. Itsuki says, I'll be right behind you. I don't know what else I can do, but I promise I'll do anything I can to help. Tsubasa says, if you're cheering for me, I feel like I can do anything. And her soul gets more powerful. Or something. Oh my. That's something that happened. Wow. I wonder if I can get herpes from this. This is pretty scary. Tsubasa Oribe's soul as an entertainer has achieved a new awakening. Tsubasa's inspiration has taken form as new performer, the Wings of Song. Tsubasa says, "What is this? It came from within me." Performa is shining before Tsubasa's eyes. Maiko says, "Looks like you managed to find the answer all on your own, Tsubasa." Tsubasa says, "Ms. Maiko." Maiko says, "What you're feeling right now is the message Kiria wanted to convey through her performance. And that performa is proof that you found the inspiration for your own answer, Tsubasa. You just opened up a door within you to a new gift." Tsubasa says, "A gift?" Maiko says, "Now then, next up would be Yashihiro's," and then she gasps. Because a black hole has opened up above the 106 building in Shibuya, among other portals. Those don't appear to be part of the Thompson kids, they're probably evil. Anyways, we're at another load screen. Itsuki says, "What?" Tsubasa says, "What is that?" The crowd is cheering. Toma says, "Is everyone else not seeing this?" The crowd is saying, "I feel so tired. Everything's just a huge pain. Why does everything seem so pointless?" continues the crowd. Maiko says, "Is this some kind of Mirage attack? I've never seen anything like this." Kiria says, "You won't escape." The mysterious woman says nothing and walks away. Kiria transforms into her Fire Emblem version and says, "I said you won't escape," and chases after the mysterious person. Kiria says, "What? You?" The mysterious woman says, "Out of my way." She says, "I sense an immense amount of performa within her. Avoid killing her if you can. I want her alive." To the red ghosties that she summoned. Kiria says, "Ugh." Toma says, "Hold it." The mysterious woman says nothing. Then she says, "I thought I said get out of my way," and blasts us with a shockwave. Tsubasa says, "Itsuki, Toma!" Tsubasa says, "Huh?" Tsubasa says, "Aya." Itsuki says, "Tsubasa!" Kiria says, and jumps in front of her, I guess. Itsuki says, "Kiria!" Tsubasa screams. Kiria says, "What do you think you're doing? We're in the middle of a battlefield." Tsubasa says, "No, Kiria, because of me, she... ... The mysterious woman has some kind of glimmer of reflection. She says, "My head. I must continue my mission and return to the Idolosphere." Kiria says, "Wait, Ayaha, wait." And disappears into the scary maze place. Kiria says, apparently she's been injured. Maiko says, "Kiria." Tsubasa says, "I'm sorry, it's all my fault. I'm so sorry." Toma says, "Damn it, she's hurt pretty bad. This doesn't look too good. We need to fall back and regroup." Kiria says, "You have to go after her. Something is about to happen here. If we stop now, who knows what could happen to Shibuya or the world." Tsubasa says, "How are we supposed to fight against that many enemies? I can't fight my own sister." Kiria says, "Stop making excuses." Tsubasa exclaims, Kiria says, for 5 years you were looking for her, right? But you didn't have any clues and no power to save her. But now you do, so you have to go after her no matter what. Kiria says, you're all Mirage Masters now, like it or not, you're already involved. So there's no point just running from your fate when it's given you an opportunity. Itsuki says, Kiria. Kiria says, say hi to Ayaha for me, alright? Tell her to hurry up and come back. But before she finishes the word back, she groans in pain. Toma says, Kiria! Maiko says, don't worry, I'll take care of her. The rest is up to you. Be careful, everyone. Toma says, don't worry, Miss Maiko. We got this. This looks like the perfect time for a heroic comeback. Itsuki says, we're the only ones that can do this. Itsuki continues, it's alright, Tsubasa. We got your back. Tsubasa says, okay. With our powers combined, we are Captain Planet. Just kidding. Itsuki says, let's go. Tsubasa says, I need to save my sister as soon as possible. Please help me. And we go into the creepy gate. Oh boy, I remember this place. It's all coming back to me now. Itsuki says, so this is ... Tsubasa says, Aya, where are you? Kaida comes out and says, Itsuki, make sure to keep an eye on Tsubasa. Itsuki says, got it. Crom, I need your strength again. Crom says, and you will have it. Toma says, alright, Kane, let's get the show on the road. Kane says, well said. Let us storm the field with speed beyond speed. Anyways, we have received a text message from Tiki. Tiki says, I have a message from Kiria. You have to chase after Ayaha, Oribe? She's in the idolosphere. Maiko took Kiria to the hospital. You don't need to worry. That was a message from Maiko. Okay. Whatevs. Tiki says, what is this? This is a warp portal. It aids us in completing a dungeon. There are no other portals activated at this time. Oh, we're gonna forfeit that skill. And that skill probably as well. We got another topic. Let's see. Tiki says, I installed a useful add-on to your topic, brother, which is your phone. It's a feature called Unity Note. Whenever there's a Unity available, the Unity Note will send you a notification Tsubasa's Carnage is ready for Unity Wicked Lance, apparently. Okay. Whatever that means. Let's see. Alright, look at all these fancy outfits. Oh yeah, it's from SMT4. Let's go with that one, because then he's the most naked he can be. We are just navigating the dungeon. I think I can get to the other side if I go through the sleeve. What should I do? I say, let's go in. This Mirage says, "Oh gosh, heckin' dang, I can't get upstairs anymore. What am I gonna do now?" Itsuki says, "Maybe I should try talking to him." Did someone come this way? A Mirage says, "I don't know, maybe you can check him out back upstairs, but I don't know how to get up there." There are 3 switches on the control board. Which one should I press? Let's press the left one. It's already activated. Let's press the middle one. The giant costume moves. It seems to be reacting to the switches. My bitches. Let's press the 3rd one. Oh, how fancy. Oh, you can see which way the switch will impact the thing over here. That's kind of clever. Anyways, we picked up some life stones, but we can't hold anymore, so we left them there. Oh, no. Alright. We are now on a different floor. This Mirage says there are 2 types of warriors, victors and losers. Those who can emerge victorious are the ones that grow during the fray. This is the nature of battle. It looks like you're becoming the latter. If you want to become a victor, join the MMAF. If you wish to join, speak with the Grandmaster at Illusory Daitama. Okay. Crom says, "What is this presence?" Itsuki says, "This one's different from the others," referring to the ghost. It's black instead of red. This is a savage energy. It will be harder to kill. Okay. Let's go stab it. Apparently I can't fight them, because they will just beat my freaking ass. We have to escape them. Oh boy. I might have to reload. That will be annoying. To escape as well. Oh my. I didn't realize enemies would be in the first dungeon that could like kill me like they did. That's super annoying. Wow. Well, hopefully I can skip all that shit, because that's super, super annoying. Alright, let's maybe change the difficulty as well. Cool, it has a fast forward thing. So we're just gonna skip all this and run back to where we were. Should only take a couple minutes. Better than restitching videos, which is very painful sometimes. So apparently I need to save before I encounter any of those dark enemies, otherwise I could easily get wiped out. I did not know this was going to happen. But that's okay. Oh boy, that's so obnoxious that I can't fast forward the texts. Blah, blah, blah. Bear with me. I'm getting there pretty quickly, actually. I'm gonna save next time I go in this place, obviously. Jesus. Because this game is nice, it does let you save wherever. More texts, we already read them, blah blah blah. Hopefully we won't run into that problem again. Considering I know I can save prior to getting ambushed by weird creatures. Kind of stupid that it wouldn't let me run away though. It's kind of frustrating. Oh boy. More texts. There we go. Alright, we're back at the concert again. Hopefully it lets me skip the videos as well. Yeah, we can skip it. Cool. Skip the event. Nice. It appears if I push buttons, it lets me skip most of the crap, so it just gets us the loading screens a lot faster. Alright, we have re-entered the dungeon. Some loading, I would imagine. That's not so bad. I'm on like 2-3 minutes. Okay, it's a good guy. Some very small this crap. Alright, so we're back where we were at the costume, where we go to the other side. Now we're gonna make it get us back upstairs, and then we'll be right back to where we were. This time we're gonna save. Blah, blah, blah. Evil monster. Let's see if the difficulty made it less psycho than it was before. Here's some void. Well, at least it let us escape. Wow, we leveled up even though we ran away. Interesting. New skill. Let's forfeit that. So I'm gonna assume that I can't fight those types of enemies. So let's use some items and clear out. see if maybe it's weapon related. Yeah, I'm gonna guess because I have these weak-ass weapons that I just have to run away from all those encounters, so that's fine. We'll be good. So let's pull over that. We got some chopper drop. Alright, so obviously there are two different ways we can go. Let's try the middle one first. His poisons. At times there will be a wall. Attack the exposed core to destroy it. Okay. Monsters. We find another dress, but we don't have a switch. Let's just go this way for now. Nice, now we can destroy that last. We got stuff we can't pick up because we have too many. A man's voice says, "Somebody help me." Toma says, "Who is that?" Tsubasa says, "Over there." The man says, "Please stop these monsters." We have to help him, says Itsuki, and fight the ghosts. Itsuki says, "We managed to beat them." The man says, "Thanks so much, you three." Toma says, "Wait a second, aren't you..." Itsuki says, "You know him, Toma?" Toma says, "This is Yatsufusa Hatanaka. Everyone in the industry knows him. He's one of the best producers around. We're just gonna call him Producer from now on. He's the one that set up the live concert today. It's an honor to meet you, Producer." The producer says, "Rumors always blow my reputation out of proportion. I don't know if I'm that great. But just what's going on? There was some commotion in the 106 and suddenly I'm running for my life." Tsubasa says, "How should we explain?" You tell him where the exit is. Itsuki says, "You'll be able to get out if you follow those directions." Hatanaka says, "Alright, I understand." And he makes his way out of here. Well, we receive a new topic from Maiko. And Maiko says, "Is everyone okay? I'm at the hospital with Kiria. Don't worry, she's gonna be fine. The wounds aren't anything life-threatening, but she may be out of it for a while. I'll contact you again soon." Okie dokie. Toma says, hey look, over there. Looks like Tsubasa's sister's up there. Tsubasa says, Aya. Itsuki says, wait, you can't go after her alone. Tsubasa says, but Itsuki, she's ... and trails off. Itsuki says, you have to calm down. We won't be able to save her if we rush into a trap. Tsubasa says, oh, sorry. When I see her like that, I just remember what happened to Kiria, and it gets hard for me to think straight. Itsuki says, I see. Tsubasa says, Itsuki, you remember back in elementary school how I used to be clumsy? Itsuki says, used to be. Tsubasa says, yeah, something wrong? Itsuki says, nothing. What about it? Tsubasa says, whenever I made a mistake and got sad, my sister would ask me to sing with her. And when I did, I'd forget all about being sad and I'd just laugh with her. So if some Mirage is controlling her and making her do all this awful stuff, I won't let it hurt her anymore. Itsuki says, if that's the case, then I guess I don't have anything to worry about. Tsubasa says, worry? That you wouldn't fight Ayaha. Itsuki says, I was worried that if it came down to it, you wouldn't be able to fight her. Tsubasa says, well, if I can avoid it, I really don't want to. But both Kiria and Miss Maiko trust me to do what I have to do. So I want to save her with my own hands. This time, I'll be the one that helps her smile again. Itsuki says, you sure can. I'm sure you can do it, Tsubasa. I'll do everything I can to help you. Tsubasa says, okay. Itsuki says, plus, we've got one more teammate we can rely on. We've got this, right, Toma? Toma says, damn right. Come on, Tsubasa. We've got a rescue mission to take care of. Tsubasa says, Itsuki, Toma, thank you. Alrighty. I'm gonna take that as a sign we're going the right way, which is good. Because there's that I probably care about, I guess. Alright, time to fight these mother truckers. Goodbye, mother truckers. HP decreased to 0 during the session and overkill occurred. When an overkill is active, the remaining attacks will ignore the resist, null, repel, and drain stats. That's cool. That must be a key to destroying those other guys or whatever. Like we have activated one of the teleporters. A warp portal has been unlocked. Where should we go? Nowhere. Looks like we are ascending up to the floor of the dungeon, which is the 4th floor apparently. Itsuki says he senses a dangerous presence. We're gonna proceed anyway. Itsuki says, this looks bigger than the other places we've been through. Are you sure we're going the right way? Toma says, jackpot, right over there. And there's Aya. Tsubasa says, I finally caught up to you, Aya. The Mirage's voice says, if I'd known we'd be entertaining adorable little guests, I'd have dressed for the occasion. Aya says, this pain in my head again. Tsubasa says, it's really you, isn't it? It's me, Tsubasa, your little sister. Ayaha says, who are you? I don't know anyone like you. Ayaha says, no, that isn't right. Those eyes. I know those eyes. That unwavering gaze, almost like Tsubasa. Tsubasa says, yes, it's me, Aya. I've come to take you back. Let's go home together. Ayaha says, no, it can't be her. Tsubasa was so small, an adorable little girl. The Mirage's voice says, ha ha ha, overslept, have we? Perhaps I can shed some light. I'd say you've spent, 5 years in slumber. Aya says, 5 years? The Mirage's voice says, Ayaha, that must mean that girl there truly is your sister. Aya starts screaming. Tsubasa says, Aya. Aya says, stop, Tsubasa, please, don't look at me with those eyes anymore. Don't drive me into this corner. I'm trying to. I'm trying so hard. Aya continues, I can't do it anymore. I just can't go on like this. Tsubasa says, what's wrong? Itsuki says it must be because of the Mirage controlling her. The Mirage's voice says, so quick to shift the blame, you know. Darling, no girl likes a man who's so quick to point fingers. Me controlling Aya, huh? Why, I'm insulted. After all, we're partners. Itsuki says, you mean these are Aya's true feelings? Tsubasa says, that can't be right. My sister would never say things like that. I saw her practicing so hard every day. She practiced so late into the night. She was always working so hard. A Mirage's voice says, poor naive little girl, you think hard work is the same thing as success? All it's good for is false comfort. Just a way to relieve some of the pressure, nothing more. Just ask her yourself. Aya says, the reason I practiced so late into the night was I was anxious and I couldn't sleep. Better looking girls dropping out, better singers cut one after another. It didn't take long for me to realize I was a joke. There was no way I could become an idol. I couldn't let everyone down. It was just too much. I couldn't take it all. Please, just stop telling me I'm someone. I'm not. I never had any talent to begin with. Tsubasa says that's not true. When you were an idol, you shined like a beautiful star. I heard you sing. I could feel the emotion in it. I felt your passion for your music. The Mirage's voice says, you can talk all you like, girl, but I'm afraid Aya is not interested in listening to your little tantrum. Tsubasa says, that's not true. I don't believe it. What I believe in is the Aya I remember. Aya is groaning incomprehensibly. Tsubasa says, it's not about talent. You're a star. You're my idol. You're pretty and cool, and I love everything you did. I'll always be your biggest fan. Aya says, I can hear something. Is that Tsubasa? The Mirage's voice says, that's problematic. And I say, problematic? The Mirage's voice says, I won't let you little wretches hold me back. There's too much I need to do. Anyways, the Mirage comes out of hiding and apparently absorbs Aya into it. Tsubasa says, get out of my way. I don't care what you throw at me. I'm gonna save my sister. And it's murdering time. Goodbye. Tsubasa says, we have to hurry and go after Aya. Itsuki says, hold on, Tsubasa, we're going after her, but it might be better for you to take a moment and calm down first. Itsuki says, and not just that, something's bothering me with how Ayaha was behaving. Tsubasa says, what do you mean? I say, she couldn't hear you. Tsubasa says, huh? Itsuki says, maybe it would be more accurate to say your voice wasn't reaching her. Think about it, she was following that Mirage's orders, but she wasn't really responding to Tsubasa, right? Tsubasa says, now that you mention it, you might be right. Then how can I get her to understand how I feel? Kaeda says, perhaps through your song. Tsubasa says, Kaeda? Kaida says, Tsubasa, I can sense your love for your sister, and I can feel your wish to save her from peril. I believe your best chance to truly express these feelings to her could be through the power of your singing. Tsubasa says, through a song? Crom says, after Kiria's performance, I'm starting to see how song can give words a certain power. A power that's different indeed from the forces we wield in battle. Tsubasa says, like Kiria's concert. Okay, I'll do it. Tsubasa says, I'm gonna save Aya with my song, I know I can. And she goes, ah. And glowing things come out of her titties again. She says, this light, it's just like the one during the concert. Is it Performa? Crom says, Itsuki, if I'm remembering right, Tiki said she could use Unity to awaken new abilities. Itsuki says maybe with this Performa and Tiki's help, she could sing a song that could break Mirage's control. Tsubasa says, yeah, let's go try it. Alrighty. Skill is ready for Unity. Anyways, Tiki says, I have a really new... No, I already read that. Itsuki's Carnage is ready for Unity EP, and Tsubasa has Feel My Voice Unity ready. And Tiki says, I think we can perform a Unity if we use Tsubasa's Performa. I'm ready whenever, so come to the Bloom Palace. I'll be waiting. Looks like we gotta run all the way back down and leave and go fuse something and then come all the way back. How annoying. Whatever. We got to do what we got to do, I guess. Or maybe I could have went up. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. It's not a big deal. Let's go to the exit. No means of destroying that wall, apparently. So we're gonna go outside and check out the Bloom Palace and see if we can learn that skill. While the entire town is looking during some kind of crazy apocalypse. Anyways, we got another text from Toma. Toma says, we have to save Tsubasa's sister. We're gonna need Tiki's help. Wow, how useful. Alright, so we're going to the Fortuna office. Tiki says, welcome to the Bloom Palace. Guess what? You can perform a new Unity. It's called Radiant Unity. Radiant Unity is basically the skills that allow you to circumvent story things. Tiki says, that reminds me, you need a special song to save Tsubasa's big sister, right? I think she might be able to learn that song with Radiant Unity. You can make a new Carnage now. You can make new Radiant skills as well. I can't wait to see what it'll be like, says Tiki. Alright, so let's make a new sword, because why not? Looks like we can do it, we might as well, right? Alright, let's do the Radiant Unity for Tsubasa. A new Radiant skill, Feel My Voice, has been realized. Kaida says, Tsubasa, you did it. Tsubasa says, do you think I can reach her now? Kaida says, you must believe in yourself, Tsubasa. I know you can save her. Tsubasa says, you're right. No matter what, I'm taking my sister back. Fancy. We have received a topic from Toma. Toma says, alright, another Unity down. We got this. I'm sure Tsubasa's song can help get through to her sister. Let's go to Illusory 106. I'll cut my way through if I have to. And he sends that here I go emoji again. Fancy. We are moving on back to Shibuya 106 Evil Town or whatever. Point talking to people, they just all say really depressing things. Like the NPCs, rather. Because when they're in, like, the demon towns, they're just basically like, woe is me, life is so hard, I'm depressed, blah blah blah. Basically like talking to me when I'm feeling depressing. Most of the time, though, I'm more of a manic type bipolar guy, so I don't usually get all that, like, woe is me very often. Usually, like, the best chance of that happening is the 3 months of the year when the seasonal shit is just ugly and horrible, and I just can't handle that for some reason. That's why I live in Arizona, because there's, like, 300 sunny days a year, so it doesn't fuck me up as bad. When I lived in Illinois, there was like thunderstorms all the time. I feel like it rained like every other day, or there's snow, or God knows what else. I was like, nah. Or it's so muggy, you just like literally don't want to go outside. I know a lot of people from other parts of the world mock this, but when people say that the Arizona heat is a dry heat, I feel like it's more forgiving than humidity. Like, with me and humidity, like, I don't want to go outside at all, ever. It's gross. Like, my whole body starts sweating. Like, here, yeah, it gets up to 120 degrees, but it's really not that bad, in my opinion. I'd rather be hot than cold, I guess is the message there. And I mean, honestly, I just go from point A to point B quickly when I'm outside in that heat. Anyways, the game has sent us another text message. It lets us know that we can create a weapon for Itsuki. Okay, I don't really give a shit. Let's put the map back up. What is this evil thing? A mysterious power is protecting this box. Okay. We got a treasure key. Maybe that's what we can use it for. Maybe a treasure key to open it. Yep. We got Bracelet of Eternity. Whatever that is. There's a Mirage over here, and we can get rewarded for requests from them. The Mirage says, can't you see I'm busy? Stop bothering me and Scram. She says, "You're getting on my nerves. Would you buzz off?" Wait, I just thought of something. Yep, I'll let you live if you take care of those pesky losers. Those nitwits think they can come up to me and start talking to me. Ha, the nerves. I need you to track down a couple of enemies and kill them, I guess. Whatever. I already did it. No, she says, "How long are you gonna keep a lady working? I mean, waiting." Whatever, if I see those enemies, we'll just go. I honestly think the first time I played through this game, I ignored all those requests because they were kind of annoying. They just caused so much backtracking. It just gets frustrating after a while. It's like, oh my god, do I really have to go back and screw with all this mess? The answer is yes, if you want to commit those. But yeah, I'm good on that. I'm good. I like that it shows up on the map. You can't see that because for some unholy reason they put it in the frickin' controller, but yeah. It looks like the only one we can probably use is the middle switch without breaking walls and stuff, so we're gonna do that for now. I think I remember not purposely getting all the weapons and stuff too, because otherwise you're just fighting enemies that give you nominal or no experience, and it just gets really old really quick. We receive a new Unity note. We can now make Toma's spear. Okay. Let's open this other warp point. And it's 2 treasure chests. We got a revival beam, but we have too many. And it's 2 first aid kits. Mirage says, "Yeet, it's a human. Aw heck, mister. I'm begging you, please don't torture me." I say, maybe he has good information. I say, did you see a human female? Her name is Aya. The Mirage says, "Oh yeah, she was super spooky looking." And then points at a floor I cannot reach and says, "They went over that way." The Mirage informs me that that person is scary. I need one of those, places. Stupid enemies running around in circles chasing me. Just appear every 10 seconds. What is this? I probably have to go down or something. I don't know. Come on, man. Good enough. Maybe I didn't go in this thing. No, I didn't. Break that wall yet. Oh boy. this controls the weird yellow one. Could be either. Let's try number 2 first. Oh, but there's a wall over that way. We're breaking or are we stuck? Yeah, we're stuck for now. So we gotta do the left switch then. That'll probably let us break the wall, and then we can go back and push the other button. Oh, we received more Unity Note crap. We can create Steel Feather. And Tiki says, I think Tsubasa's song was wonderful. My heart was thumping really fast from performing that Unity. And then sends me an exclamation emoji. Anyways, we picked up the bead chain, but we cannot hold anymore, so we don't pick it up. Looks like we destroyed that wall, so now we can swap out the switch again. Leave me alone. I wonder if any of my equipment will be like negates encounters from weak ass enemies. I haven't really checked like that kind of stuff yet. Favorite watch? Well, let's see. Raises skill and speed. Raises defense and resistance. Raises enemy encounter rate. Raises skill, raises hit and evade, raises offense, raises strength, lowers skill, raises speed. Yeah, I think like they equip some stupid default equipment on. So let's just equip some better stuff. Maybe there's like girl versions of this stuff. Raises magic and speed on Tsubasa. Well, whatever raises magic on her is probably the best, since she seems to be a mage. Yeah, those seem fine for now. Belt of Heroes, skill and strength. Toma only. That's fine, whatever. We changed this form. Whatever. Oh, it's because I died and I had to reload. Okay. I recall now. Let's go with the middle switch this time. That should get us to the other side of that floor. Now that we destroyed that wall. Nothing to reduce encounter rate though. Only to increase. Oh geez, just leave me alone. Those things have pretty good tracking. They just like come straight at you and they don't let up. has to be there. Let's see. Oh my gosh, fuck off. Let's try the middle switch. There we go. We received another topic from Tiki. Tiki says the person Tsubaka is looking for is in Illusory 106. Big brother, you have to help her, and then you can do it. As though this was new information. Okay, we have no means of destroying that wall, so we gotta pick a different location. I don't remember which one I did before. I don't think I used the one on the right. But who knows? That's the orange one again. I don't want to switch that one, I think. I might have to. If there's no warp room. Be good. There's some purple one I need to screw with. I can't recall if this is a new floor or not. We picked up 2 chakra drops. So I can press the button all over again, just running away from gas enemies where you can. As much as I can anyway. Narrow corridors and unavoidable enemies. Maybe they have magic that can avoid enemies. Should have checked that as well. There are just so many skills, it was like, what? Plus I'd have to like do it often, which isn't much fun either. New topic from Unity Nodes. You can create wind sphere. Created another warp point. And it looks like we're on our way up to the roof. Crom says, I sense something powerful beyond this point. Itsuki says, do you think? And the Crom says, yep, it's that Mirage. Okay, let's go, I say. It's kind of funny. Because the dialogue box said, let's go. But I said, alright, let's go. And then the next dialogue box says, alright, let's go. And I said it without knowing that's what it would say. So that's funny, I guess, in a way. More like funny weird, not like funny haha. To quote a Sling Blade quote in reverse, Tsubasa says, Aya. Aya says nothing, looking dejected. The Mirage say, I'm impressed you came all the way up here just for her. A shame it was all for nothing. Itsuki says, what have you done to her? The voice says, all I did was close her ears. Sweet nothings are much better than painful truths. Now she doesn't have to hear them. Isn't that right, Aya? Aya continues to say nothing. Tsubasa says she can't hear anymore? Itsuki says Tsubasa. Tsubasa says Itsuki. I say, you have your song now, you can get through to her. Take all that kindness Aya gave you and give it back to her in your song. Itsuki says, now Tsubasa, sing. Tsubasa says, yeah, I want Aya to remember how singing was fun, how it felt. I want her to smile again like we did when we sang together. I'll make sure she hears me, I'll make her understand. That song kinda sucks. I guess they can't hire like 8 different like idols to sing good for each tune though. That would be pricey. I'm sure there'd be more than enough people happy to do it for the exposure for free. Maybe not voice act the whole game though. I mean, you gotta pay somebody something for that. Look at me. Poorly voice acting the game for you for free, right here. Aya says, this voice. Tsubasa says, please, you have to wake up. Grab a brush and put a little makeup. How does gotta fade away to shake up? Why'd you leave the kids up on the table? The table, you wanted to. Anyways, that's me improvising because those were System of a Down lyrics. Aya says, Tsubasa. Tsubasa says, Aya. Aya says, Tsubasa. Jesus Christ. The Mirage says, how did that break my curse? What an annoying little tune. This is far from over. She is mine. I will not allow you to take what's mine. Says the Mirage. That ghosty boy. Aya screams. Aversa says, Aya, you don't need to listen to what anyone else says. You only need to do as I command. As I command, sorry. No more anguish, regret, anxiety. You'll have nothing at all to worry about anymore. I'll take it. Aya says, I'll have nothing. Aversa says, yes, nothing. Just leave everything to me, and I'll take care of you. Tsubasa says, stop! You can't listen to someone like her. Please, Aya. I feel like Drakengard did this so much better with like the songs this is and like the singing magic and stuff. They really should have taken a note from that. Aversa says, you don't need to pay attention to a sniveling little girl like her. Aya says, Tsubasa's my little sister. Tsubasa says, Aya. Aversa says, if you can sway her heart that much, you're more of a nuisance than I thought. Aya, let's kill her. Aya says, kill. Aversa says, now kill her. Aya says, kill, kill, Tsubasa! And then screams. Aya says, Tsubasa, Aversa says, be a good little girl and kill. Aya says, I would never hurt Tsubasa. If you dare hurt my little sister, I'll never forgive you. I don't know who you are, but I want you out of my head. Itsuki says, it's our chance to save her. Crom, let's move. Crom says, right. Itsuki screams a battle cry scream and attacks the darkness in the soul orb, which then makes Aversa, the Mirage, scream out in pain. Aversa says, I can't stop here, I have to find another vessel. and then flies away. Toma says, damn it, she's getting away. Aya appears to be not crazy anymore. Tsubasa says, it's okay, I won't let her escape. I'll never forgive her for what she did to Aya. And then jumps off a ginormous building, grows wings out of nowhere, and the camera pans directly onto her titties. Because fan service. This Mirage is super cool looking though. It looks like an evil horse with like 2 sets of wings. It's a female, and like its own darkness is covering up its titties because, you know, fan service or something. Anyways, Tsubasa says, hold on a little bit more, Aya. Sorry, I'll have to speak over the cutscenes. I won't do that for songs though, for obvious reasons. The lyrics aren't that good, and the song is better than my voice, so, yep. If you want to read the lyrics to the song, just Google them. Anyway, Tsubasa says, I won't let you escape. And we are all in front of the evil monster lady, ready to attack. +1. Do dispatch. Weak against force. Looks like we really need to do anything other than just attack. Okay, oh. Aversa says, you think this changes anything? You think you've won? More and more of my kind will come to invade your world. The battle has only just begun, and when the dust finally settles, victory will be ours. I hate it when enemies are so presumptuous, like they know the outcome. Like, I like it when it's true, but I dislike it when it's like, obviously, this is a game and you're probably gonna, like, win eventually or something. Anyways. Apparently, killing that Mirage has dispelled the darkness that engulfed the town during the concert. And, yeah. All the concert watchers are like laying all over the place. Itsuki says, invade our world, huh? Aya says, Tsubasa. Tsubasa says, Aya. Aya says, I heard your song. I think that's why I didn't give in. I heard my sister singing for me. Thank you. Tsubasa says, Aya, and then starts crying. Itsuki says, are your wounds okay, Kidia? Kidia says, I'll live, I'm fine now, thanks to your help. More importantly, Itsuki, thanks for saving Ayaha. Itsuki says, I think Tsubasa probably deserves to hear that more than me. Kidia says, yeah, I guess so, and chuckles. Aya says, Tsubasa, why did you get so tall? And your singing was so beautiful. Tsubasa says, I wanted to see you for so long, while crying. So she probably sounds like an ugly donkey. I was so happy to see you. I can't even fake cry. Ugh. My voice acting is weak. I do apologize. I am not a professional. Maiko says, Shibuya is back to normal and the crisis has been averted. Whew, what a relief. Itsuki, Toma, Tsubasa, I knew you could do it. I shouldn't expect any less from my favorite rookies. Maiko continues, drinks tonight will taste even better than usual. Maybe I'll even crack open that vintage. But first, there's something we've learned about Mirages from this whole incident. I say they're working together. Well, Itsuki says, rather. Maiko says yes. It appears as though the enemy is some kind of organization from another world intent on invading ours. I have my suspicions before. All attacks so far have been small in scale, and I believe these Mirages are organizing and may have a leader. Kidia says, I want to say something if that's fine by you. Maiko says, yes, I think that'd be a good idea too. Make sure you look after them, Kidia, alright? Kidia says, specifically, I was thinking Itsuki should continue to command us for combat, having never fought by his side before. Maiko says, I see. Itsuki says, are you sure you want me to be the leader? Kidia says, seems like the practical thing to do. I'm sure you're aware of just how much you already accomplished back there. Maiko says, you're so indirect, Kidia. Why don't you just tell him how impressed you are with his abilities? Kidia says, anyway, that's all. Who is she? The mean dragon lady from Devil Wears Prada? That's all. Tsubasa says, does that mean from now on we'll be working together with Kidia more often? Kidia says, that's how it is. Looking forward to working with you, Tsubasa. Tsubasa says, Kidia is smiling at me, and she said she's looking forward to working with me. Wow, so much repetition. Anyway, Tsubasa says, likewise, I may still be new, but I hope we get along with what the nice weather we're having. Tsubasa says, I think this is where you just say, I'm looking forward to working with you too. Tsubasa says, I'm looking forward to working with you too, but wrong. Whatever. Kidia says, you're pretty funny, and laughs. Toma says, man, Kidia joining forces with Toma and Itsuki. The dynamic duo will be unstoppable. Completely discounting the other person. I say we're pretty good already. Kidia says, you seem pretty confident. I guess we'll see if you're all talk. Why would she want us to be the leader and then claim that we're all talk? You know, there's just... yeah. That's either bad translating, or just, I don't know, convenient bullshit. Anyways, Maiko says, well then, I guess Kidia's little surprise caught us off guard, but I have an announcement. I'd like you all to welcome a new friend to our little office. Aya says, hi everyone. Tsubasa says, Aya. Aya says, I hadn't told you, Tsubasa, but I've decided to work at this office as part of the staff. Tsubasa says, what? Maiko says, I want her back in the entertainment business eventually, so this is essentially light rehab. Better not slack off, Tsubasa, cause now I can get her to kick your butt if you do. Tsubasa says, aww. Maiko says, oh, and Itsuki, stay at my desk after this. Itsuki says, huh? Me? Maiko says, I was wondering if you'd be interested in a private lesson. It'd be fabulous. Scandalish. Delicious. Tsubasa says, what are you? Maiko says, your face. Just a joke. Then again, Itsuki, if you're interested, I wouldn't say no. I'll just say, of course. Tsubasa says, Itsuki, you scumbag, you slimeball, you sleaze. Why do all guys only want the same thing? Itsuki says, what's wrong? Miss Maiko's a veteran in the entertainment industry. Her advice would be helpful. After all, I still don't even have any idea if I should focus on singing, acting, or something else. Maiko says, well, that's not exactly how I meant. Seems like my joke went right over your head. Itsuki says, huh? Tsubasa says, geez, now I feel like I'm the one with a dirty mind. Maiko says, well, that's it for today. Everyone dismissed. One last thing. Well done, you three. You did a fine job. Thank you for saving Aya. Itsuki says, what did you want to talk about with me? Maiko says, just wanted to confirm something. Is there any field in particular that appeals to you? Singing, acting, etc.? Itsuki says, I never really planned on getting in the entertainment business in the first place, so I'm not sure. Maiko says, just relax. You can say whatever's on your mind. You don't have to think too hard about it. Let's see, this time around I had you join Tsubasa for her voice training. How was it? Did it make you feel like you'd enjoy being a professional singer? I'm gonna say not really, because those are both the choices, essentially. Maiko says, not a fan of singing, huh? Itsuki says, it's not that I don't like it, but I don't have any passion for it, even with the lessons. Sorry, I'm so directionless right now. Yet they make him the leader. Whatever. Maiko says, it's fine. I thought you might say something like that, so I came up with a plan just in case. Itsuki says, huh? Maiko says, it would have been best if you had a preference, but if you don't, there are always other ways to handle it. Itsuki says, Miss Maiko, it sounds as though you've already decided what I'll be doing. Maiko says, I guess you could say it just came to me. We don't have the luxury of letting our talent just sit around, so I'll just train you in everything. Itsuki says, everything? That's crazy. You're asking the impossible. Maiko says, to do the impossible, sometimes you have to get a little crazy. Now how am I going to market you? Itsuki just stays silent. Maiko says, one more thing, I'd appreciate it if you looked out for everyone here as well. Itsuki says, wait, me? Maiko says, with this many teenagers around the place, I'm sure everyone's got their own problems to deal with. So I'd like you to be there for everyone if they need it. You could call it emotional maintenance. Itsuki says, uh-huh. Maiko says, I think you'd be pretty good at this kind of thing, Itsuki. Just look at all you've done for others already. Plus, helping those in the industry through their problems is bound to be a good learning experience for you. So I want you to do your best, Itsuki. Let's climb these steps to stardom together. Chapter 1, A Star is Born, has ended. The Wii U is thinking. I don't know what it's thinking about, but it's thinking about something. Maybe it's thinking about bunnies, and ninjas, and secrets. It asks me to save, I say yes. Intermission. Oh my. New urgent topic from Maiko. Maiko says, Itsuki, I've got your first line of missions to help you on your rise to stardom. First is a dance lesson with Barry, and the other's gonna be a secret. It'll be at Uzume Lesson Studio. You know, the place where you and Tsubasa had your first lesson. She puts it on the map. And Maiko says, Barry says you can come by anytime. It's fine if you want to walk around the city or help out some other people until you feel like heading to your lesson. One more thing, I dug out a laptop and left it on one of the desks. Intermission. There is a period of time where you can do whatever you want during the intermission. Okay. Side stories are the personal stories of cast members. They progress regardless of the story being told in the current chapter. In a side story, Itsuki will support his friends with showbiz pursuits. Okay. Tokyo Millennium Collection. Kiria. To access the event, examine the magazine rack in Fortuna office. Whatever. Anyways, sorry. It cut me off in the middle of reading text messages. Maiko says, one more thing. I dug out a laptop and left it on one of the desks in the office. I think it'll come in handy for keeping in contact with everyone. Give it a try if you want. Anyways, we have a side mission that's come up with Toma. Toma says, Itsuki, they're gonna hold auditions for a new character in Raiga. For preparation, I need to get hyped up. Wanna go watch the show with me? It'll be at Central City Street in Shibuya. So let's go do the side quest. Maybe. We got some other texts, though. Kiria sent me a yay emoji, and she says, Itsuki, mistype or something, just forget you saw that. Hey, got your topic username from Tsubasa. If there's anything I need to contact you about, I'll do it on here. Okay. get there? I don't know. Oh, that's cool. Shows you like all the idolospheres you've been in. Sadly, you cannot see that because it's on my, I'm just gonna call it my thingy, but it's the Wii U gamepad or whatever. It has a screen built into it, so. There are parts of it I like, but for a live stream, I find it kind of annoying. Itsuki says, just a, whatever they call it. Oh, okay, there's our little friend. Toma says, there you are, let's go watch the Riga show. I've been wanting you to see it as well. I say, yes. Itsuki says, sure. Toma says, that's the spirit. Alright, let's head there right away. It's gonna be at the Tobu department store in Ikibukudo. Tobo rooftop has now been unlocked. Well, Toma just sent me some more text messages. He says, I'm at the department store in Ikibukudo. You better come. And then sends me that stupid here I go emoji again. Well, we're getting close to 2 hours. I'm nowhere near sleep. So I'm gonna stop this stream for about 5 minutes, drink some water, pee, that sort of thing. And then I will be right back with another 2 hour set. So just bear with me about 5 minutes and I'll be right back.